Welcome to one of Melbourne CBD's newest stations in nearly 40 years, State Library Station. Located right under the heart of Melbourne CBD along Swanston Street and sharing a concourse with Melbourne Central, this station has been under construction for the last 8 years. State Library is one of the newest stations in Melbourne CBD in over 40 years, with the last new station being Museum Station, now known as Melbourne Central. State Library will be served by the Sunbury to Pakenham and Cranbourne lines with turn up and go trains towards Melbourne East via the CBD or towards the western suburbs. The Metro Tunnel project will officially open in early December in a highly anticipated soft opening. In short, there will be 240 extra services. The tunnel will only be open between 10 AM to 3 PM, with trains running every 20 minutes on weekdays, and 10 AM to 7 PM, running every 40 minutes and 60 minutes on weekends. Then on 1st of February 2026, the so-called Big Switch will happen, where the tunnel will be fully integrated within the Melbourne train network. Today, our State Library Station tour will be led by Senior Station Master Ajit Walia.
My name is Ajit Walia. I'm the Senior Station Master at State Library. Look, I commenced my career with railways back in 2008, and I love working in railways. I love trains. Before migrating to this job, I was at North Melbourne as a station master.
Approaching State Library Station, this has to be one of the most, if not well integrated and located stations out of all the Metro Tunnel stations. The station incorporates many entrances, including the main entry opposite Melbourne Central on the corner of Swanston and Latrobe Street, which is this massive station building. The other entrance includes RMIT University Franklin Street and Melbourne Central Station's shared concourse level, where we'll be exploring later. Each Metro Tunnel incorporates its own unique artwork. State Library features Forever by Australian artist Danny Mellor, printed on the glazed facade at the main entrance. As we enter into the main station entrance, 6 massive beams form the main entrance, measuring 18 metres long and more than 3 metres wide, and each weighing about 80 tonnes. In addition to Ajit, I also talked to the Metro Tunnel Executive Project Director Ben Ryan.
Melbourne Central is kind of just behind the doors there to my right, and it's interesting, you walk from Melbourne Central at the platform level to what we've built here. It's obviously very different. We've got what's called platform screen doors, so they're a first for Victoria, but are in place, in lots of places around the world, and they're a really good safety thing. So they protect the platform from the trains as they're running through, and they also stop that rush of air that you get when you're in the city loop.
Beside you, the glazed facade projects the concourse with natural light whilst visualising the fantastic artwork. You'll have the option of going down to the concourse via escalators or lifts. State Library is extremely accessible with 19 lifts and 27 escalators, braille and tactile signs across the entire precinct, helping to get down to concourse and platforms. As we travel down the escalator, we reach the concourse. This is where the ticket barriers, marking machines and customer service desks are located, as well as access to Melbourne Central Station. There are large passenger information displays outlining the upcoming trains for the Pakenham, Cranbourne to Sunbury lines and Melbourne Central Station departures. From here, Melbourne Central Station is to your left, just beyond those roller doors, whilst access to State Library Station is either behind the escalators that we just came down, or to your right, where the State Library Station sign is, and through those ticket barriers.
Well, the tunnel for the Metro Tunnel here is actually very, very close to the tunnel that's used for the City Loop, for the trains in the City Loop. So when we were tunnelling through here, we tunnelled within 1.5 metres of the City Loop tunnel, which is pretty extraordinary when you think about it. So the trains were running around the City Loop while we were literally within 1.5 metres. I'm 1.8 metres tall or 1.9, so it's pretty amazing that the city sort of continued, the transport network continued while we were building this. There's been 7,000 people involved in building this project. It's an extraordinary undertaking.
The Mikey readers depicted here are the newly updated Conjoint VPE 430 validators. What's funny is that it's alleged that initially the former second generation VIX CR6000 was installed at the brand new Metro Tunnel stations, which actually I did witness at Arden Station, which have now actually since been replaced. That means basically they installed brand new old versions of Mikey card readers, and then months later were forced to rip these out to replace them with new validators. Yeah, I know. As we continue through the gates and onwards towards the platform, the white panels above indicate the direction towards the platform, whilst the direction of the exit is actually indicated by the pink panels. These next escalators take us further down to the platform mezzanine level. State Library actually also has longer escalators than Parliament Station. This corridor is sort of just pure white, scattered with nicely fitted light fixtures as well as the letters MM. These letters are found across the station in light fixtures, information displays and other places. MM actually hints at the initial naming of the Metro Tunnel project, which was initially called Metro Melbourne instead of Metro Tunnel. Coming to the end, you'll basically reach a T intersection. Either you could turn left or right, both take you to the platforms.
So this is, we call it a Beckett edit. So these two set of escalators, they take us down to the platforms. So this side, we are heading towards Franklin.
Upon first impressions, State Library platform designs come across as both visually impressive and fascinating. The platform is shaped by a large concrete dome, aka a trinocular design, incorporating a curved bright orange metal beams stretching over your head. This is all topped off with appealing light fixtures, starting with the orange light columns. These are placed over the station platform, stretching from one end to the other. Certainly they are interestingly designed, however, I don't know, they give State Library its unique design and theme. Secondly, the station platform is fitted with floodlights or stage lights placed at the bottom of each orange beam. The lights points upward, creating a really nice shadow effect on the roof. There is 3 escalators for the entrance to the platform on both sides, where the 2 side escalators will be for up and down, whilst the middle will be interchangeable, adapting for the time of day. Platform 1 will be towards Sunbury and the western suburbs, and Platform 2 will be towards Pakenham, Cranbourne and southeastern suburbs. What I really like about State Library is the use of these orange lamps, which reflect onto the trinocular roof, really contributing to the aesthetics of the station by creating a warm vibe. These platforms are among the world's widest underground metro platforms, stretching 18 meters wide as well as 200 meters long. And yes, obviously, State Library has the Victoria First platform screen doors. There are actually 30 doors on each platform, which represents plans for future expansion and accommodation, as current HCMT trains only utilize 21 doors. State Library is also one of, if not the deepest metro tunnel station, and in all of Melbourne, at 42 meters below the surface, as we are currently directly below Melbourne Central Station and the City Loop. As we walk towards the other end of the platform for the Swanston Street exit, you really do feel the significance of the large platform. It's good to see a handful of help and information points scattered around the station. What's interesting is that actually it seems that State Library Station has a lot less seats compared to the existing City Loop stations. Finally, at the very end, on both sides of the platform, there are 2 sets of lifts, which will take you up to the platform mezzanine level.
We have 19 lifts, so 10 lifts are for passengers, and 9 lifts they are back of house.
As we exit and enter the platform mezzanine level, this area in State Library is actually quite isolated and quiet. There's 2 sets of passenger information displays. To get back to the concourse, there's another set of lifts, which we'll be taking up. Actually, to our left, there's actually stairs, however, that is closed off for staff. To our left is access directly to Melbourne Central Station Concourse. In front of us is exit 1 to Swanston Street. There are designated areas for vending machines as well. Just beyond these roller doors, as well as these, on the other side is actually Melbourne Central Station. So from the Melbourne Central side, this is what you see. Once these roller doors open up, passengers will be able to walk through the two stations. Through this customer service room where Ajit leads us, station staff can easily access between the two stations whilst passengers go through the roller doors. A part of the Metro Tunnel project, Metro has hired an additional 250 staff as well as transferring employees from other stations. On a day-to-day basis, specifically at State Library Station, there will be about 15 to 20 staff operating the station.
Excited about the experience our passengers will have once they step into our new station on day one. They will be amazed by the design, by the modern amenities that the station has, and I'm looking forward to see that excitement on the face of passengers, and we are ready to welcome our passengers on day one.
The people of Victoria are really excited to see this open. I think when we open is in early December. It's literally only 7 or 8 weeks away. It'll be a moment for a lot of us who've been involved for a long time, and everyone should rightly be very proud of their contribution to what's a fantastic legacy for Victoria.
Special thanks to the Metro Tunnel team for inviting me down, Ben Ryan for speaking, and Ajit Walia for the tour. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.